and our week is halfway gone, and I hope everyone welcomed this week with open arms, and so far everyone is doing well. So I would like to share how I made this 3-tiered dessert party tray holder, whatever you want to call it or whatever you want to use it for. I am loving how this item came out. All of these items except one piece is from the Dollar Tree. The base of it, that pink base, is from King Dollar. And I paid $1.25. So pretty much all these products here is probably about a total of $8.75. I am really loving how it came out. All of these are Dollar Tree items. It'll look so classy and so elegant. I'm really loving how it turned out. I am not going to put any bling on it, nothing. I like it just plain like this. I think it looks very, very classy. Please stay tuned. If you would like to see how I made this item, also please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and leave your comments down below. So let's get started. YouTube, not sure what happened, but my battery just died on my phone and I lost the video that I used to help that showed how I put this together. But I'm pretty much just gonna go over it really quick. And it's really not hard to do. A lot of these items again are Dollar Tree items, and it's plastic, and some are glass, and it's like it's taking the glue pretty quick. So what I am going to show you is that I used, this is a 7-inch no, I'm lying, a 6-inch glass plate from Dollar Tree. These here are like little candle holders. There is 2 to a pack, and they come in several colors just like this. And so I purchased, I bought 2 of the pink. I also bought the red and the green. I had already hauled these before, so I'm not going to show those again to you. So this again, it is the 7-inch, I believe it is a 7-inch tray or plate rather. And I have 2 10-inch glass plates, and I have this plastic pie holder from Dollar Tree, and that has the little grooves there. I also have 2 of these candle holders. Pretty much we all have seen these at Dollar Tree. Very, very easy to use. So and then I purchased the big party plastic tray, and I'll show that to you right now. This here. This is the plastic party tray, and I do have a glass plate at the top. And this pink thing, it's a Lazy Susan, as you can see. Very, very easy. I purchased that at King Dollar when I went to King Dollar, and I made that. We made the trip to College Station for one of my good friends' weddings, and that is it here for that. So that's the only thing that I purchased at King Dollar, and that was $1.25. So pretty much all the items that are using are Dollar Tree items, and very inexpensive. So the total price, I believe, for these items is $8.75, or if not close to $9. Very still cheaply, very inexpensive, very affordable. And of course, some of these things I did not purchase them all at once. It's like I was purchasing different pieces at a time, because I still needed to try to find ways to play with this and to make it. So of course I used the E6000 adhesive glue to glue these items together, because it is very solid and very sturdy, and this is something that I do want to use for an extended amount of time. I'm making this for Easter, so that we can put our chips and little cut glasses of dip or what have you to use for my family. And this I do plan to keep indoors. I know that this here is a plastic base. I understand that. But if I'm very careful with it and I clean it very good, and I know that y'all are concerned is that my food might slide under here, but if I clean it really well, I think that it's going to last a long time. So here we go again. So I did glue 2 of these brackets here, or not brackets, but the little candle holders. And pretty much I'm going to show you what I did. I put the E6000 and I kind of like made a sandwich out of them. So I just pretty much put them together like this, and I glued them, and I make sure that they were all even. But of course it makes it a little difficult because these are all shaped different and they might not be right the same edge. There might be a little gap, as you can see there, how this one has a little gap. So it makes it a little difficult. But if you purchase more than one packet, then you can try to find them and make them fit perfect. And it's whatever colors you want. These are very beautiful. They are in different colors, and I'm really happy with this buy. So what I did do is that I did glue this base first here. Okay, then I glued the top separately, because I do need for the glue to really stick, and to make sure that everything is stuck together before I put the glue at this top, at this candle holder, so that I can put this base here. So I'm just going to try to attempt to put it all together without it tipping over. I hope it does not. And I'm going to move it further back my way so you can kind of see how it looks. Okay. So again, don't forget that this tray has the little grooves at the bottom. That has the little grooves at the bottom here, and it's going to go right in the center here. So again, I need to make sure that it is right in the center. Apply a little pressure while it's wet, and if you spilled, get it off with a warm wet towel. And again, before you use it, make sure you clean it really well, because this glue here is very toxic. It works really well, but it's very toxic. And in my video, the one that right before my phone died, my daughter was trying to say hello to everybody, and I really wanted y'all to see her. I'm gonna have to put more glue to this candle base here. So it goes like this, okay? And of course I took pictures of the finished product, and you did see it at the beginning of this video. So now what I am going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and let it sit overnight and glue it. And of course you guys have seen the finished product. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone has had an amazing day. So this is the finished product of my dessert tray, or my party 3-tier, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what you want to call it. You can use it, of course, as I mentioned before, for desserts, for cupcakes, for pastries, for chips and dip, for jewelry, for arts and crafts supplies, for school supplies, or you can put cups here and then place like glue sticks, your glue gun, your pins, your paper clips, however you want to use it. So I'm pretty much going over with you exactly what I did, and this is it. This is what it looks like. As you can see, this tray does look a little lopsided, and that's because it is. And let me tell you why. Because this here is the actual tea light candle holder. So the base here, the bottom part of the candle holder of the tea light holder is not quite even. Plus, it does not help that this pie dish here does have these grooves at the bottom there. As you can see, I did have to put some, glue it with my glue gun, and then put a piece here. As you can see, I'm trying to prevent from you making the same mistakes. So here I had to put like a spacer because this glass here, or this tea light holder, is not smooth or even here at the bottom. So I had to create a base that is even so that this plate or this tray can be as even as possible, or as even as I can get it. I did try. It was a little difficult, but I did try, and I did get it as straight as I possibly could, and you can see there. So again, this base here, or this tray, is a Lazy Susie or Susan, not sure what it's called. And see, as you can see, the entire thing turns. Just because it has some weight on it, it works just fine. There's not a problem with it. So again, I'm going to go over with you what my supplies here. Again, I have this base here, the Lazy Susan. I do have a glass party tray that I bought at Dollar Tree for $1. This here is a 10-inch glass plate. This is a candlestick holder, which I have two. I have these tea light candle holders, and I have a total of 3. I use this pie dish holder here. I picked it because of these little grooves here, and it gives the entire stand some class, and it just elegancy, and it just looks really nice. I did put another 10-inch glass dish. As you can see, this is the second candlestick holder, and this is the third tea light holder. And of course, finally up here I have the 7-inch glass plate. So overall, it has turned out really nice, other than that mistake or that error, and it all has to do with the product that I used. And you know, sometimes with these Dollar Tree items, they are not perfect. That's why it's very important for you to inspect them before you use them. And as you can see here, it does not have like a complete, it's not quite even, as you can see there and there. And that's because when I glued them, I tried to glue them as even as possible. So this is it, guys. I used the E6000 glue, and it did turn out very, very cute. And see how it does look a little lopsided, but you know, that's okay. It was the first try, and I do love it. And I notice how there is not quite even. The bottom base seems to be off a little bit to the right, and that could have caused my error or my plate to kind of not be even or not be so quite even. But that's okay, and this is how we learn, and I want you to learn from my mistakes. I am not scared to show what I've done wrong. because I am learning also as I go. And I'm not going to paint a pretty picture and if it's not, I'm just learning as well. And I have had this project in mind for quite some time. Of course, it does take, certain things do take practice, and hey, it still turned out good. So hope everyone has an amazing evening and a very safe and joyful and blessed Easter Sunday. God bless.